Hello members, Alex is here, so welcome to the daily update. So let's check what is going on in the main cryptos we track. And it's Friday today, so it's chart request day. So please put your inputs into the chart request tab, and I will record either today or tomorrow a video regarding the charts you want to see. So let's dive in. I announced yesterday something that I want to dive in a little bit more. So this is the total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin, which is basically, as they call them, altcoins. And it's an interesting chart. And I made some adjustments on a basement of this chart towards our Ethereum wave count. It is basically considering also in Ethereum that this was a part of this correction, and now Ethereum chart also gets aligned with the Bitcoin chart and also this altcoin chart. So I have noticed this wave structure not just in Solana, also on many other altcoins. So potentially this chart represents a triangle in a wave 3 and 4, and potentially we might be on a verge of a breakout and then maybe sharp move on the upside on altcoins as well, which will correspond to our most likely Bitcoin chart going up to 90 or to 100k. So let's dive into it. So I will show you the main wave structure. So this was from lows, was a wave 1 and 2. Then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 2618 will be around 1.34 trillion. We are at 1 trillion, 1.03 trillion. So basically it is always not very grateful to consider the triangles done. They can extend, they can morph into other patterns, but just in case, as I noted this on many also altcoins and Solana, I was wondering, are we starting maybe the wave 1 of this consolidation higher after this consolidation? So what we basically need to see here to have more of a kind of assurance that this altcoin move will really start to grow in the future couple of months is that if we see clearly a 5-wave move from this E-wave lows, which means that we go 1, 2, and then we go 3, 4, and 5. So for the purpose of this presentation, I will just put these guys on minor. So then a pullback in a wave 2 and then a continuation up in a wave 3, 4 and 5, and most of the altcoins which are have a decent market cap also have this kind of a mimicking wave structure, including Solana. So something interesting to note, and we should pay attention to it, because in that case, if this is a triangle, which is kind of corresponds to this correction in this smaller wave 2 in a flat and then a bigger triangle, these two are nicely distributed, because the wave 4, since it represents a balance of forces, should be bigger and have a longer time consolidation than the wave 2. Usually we look for the guideline of alternation, but in this case I think wave 4 is nicely proportionate, even if it is bigger than the wave 2 in this chart. So let me go and see what's going on the main cryptos. So the Bitcoin chart we looked yesterday. A market will open in 2 minutes. So I expect a little bit more higher levels. I highlighted potential correction in a wave 4. So we are potentially in a wave 5 higher towards 68, 69k. From where I will expect a small pullback, as was our original plan when we noticed that Bitcoin started to move higher and it didn't touch lower levels as I was originally thinking to, being a little bit spooked, I would say, with this move, which in all fairness wasn't looking so much as a 5-wave move. It was most likely looked like a 3-wave move, but there you go. Bitcoin reversed and then moved higher, and this smaller correction is also mimicking this pullback into a wave 2, or also this might morph into a small triangle, not be a flat. It might be A, B, C, D, E, and then over the weekend we go higher and actually test this 68, 69 level, and then I expect a small pullback. So this small pullback will be of a specific interest because this small pullback is of a lesser degree pullback, which means that if it occurs like this and test again 64, 65K and reverse higher, we might be in the most prominent part of the future rise, which will be almost vertical, and it will represent wave 3 of 3. And I'm talking about this sequence here, which might test 76 to 80K. Okay, so what do you want? You want also to be very vigilant, and you want to actually observe what is going on here, and of course with my help. And then if we see 5 waves up and a pullback to these levels, definitely with some stops, and I did initiate a potential entry here just to make your life easier. The one who kept entry here even better, because this was a pretty good entry. So the first take profit from this lower level is this one. You don't have to take profits if you don't see reversal. You can just make some profits and leave the other rest to work. And of course the other entry has to surpass this equality. What I'm saying equality, because this is the first test level of the previous highs here, and it's actually giving these two legs to be equal. Okay, so what do you want to see? We don't want to see from these levels that this goes down, because then this will be just a 3-wave move, and then this leg lower towards these levels will be longer than this one, and you have a degree violation. Degree violation means that you don't want to see in a lesser degree wave 2 the same a movement in price and to a degree in a time than in the primary degree, because it doesn't make sense logically. If you expect the wave 3 of 3, which will be just a small pullback and then a sharp continuation higher, that doesn't have much to do with such a big correction. Okay, so lesser degree wave 2 should be smaller in size, much faster than this one, and then it should produce a sharp reversal and continuation higher, just for you to know what to expect. But if we see a final 5 waves up here, definitely a spot to of course monitor for the possible another entry, or the first entry for the continuation higher, with the stops some around below 786 here, because of course you don't want to see this price action going lower, because then it will be just a 3-wave move, and in that case this wave count needs to be redone. Okay, but in this situation, of course, this is the opportunity for the higher levels, so it's a good risk reward trading opportunity, and stops should be around this 63K below 786 or 62K. But I don't expect this move lower, if it happens as we have it here, to be a little bit longer affair. I expect it to be short, quick, and then continuation higher. So let's move and see what's going on Binance Coin. So Binance Coin is starting to show a little bit more life on the upside. So from our levels, so we have to label this as a 1 and 2. So the same situation might be expected here. So we might see a wave 1 and a wave 2 pullback, and then a sharp rise in the blue wave 3, 4 and 5, for the purple wave 3, 4, and then finally 5 further on the upside. So this will be the kind of idealist or ideal structure of how this wave on the upside should develop. So let's look Ethereum. So as I said, I changed the Ethereum wave count to pair it with this total crypto market cap, and now it's kind of you see, I adjusted this wave 4 here instead of here. looking this as a small truncation because it was bothering me too long how to reconcile the Bitcoin count with the Ether as a 1-2, and then I lagged or I missed a couple of legs to match them. But if we do this the same as in the altcoin charts and consider this to be actually a low here, then it kind of fits into a place and it makes my life a little bit more easier. And now it kind of agrees pretty nicely with the Bitcoin wave count, which means that this was a wave 1, not the wave 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. This was the original wave 1, then a wave 2. So we are now in the green wave 3, like in Bitcoin. So Ether has a 5 waves up, flat in a pullback, wave 3, orange wave 3, WXY, which should be finished now. So this should be also started to penetrate these resistance levels and also develop the same 1-2 feature for the maybe test higher levels than this one, make a pullback towards this blue level. So the entry on the Ether for the moving higher will be around 3070, 3050, 3080. So that will be something which of course with the stops below and then a potential breakout continuation higher, break this X wave here in this wave 3, pull back in a wave 4 and actually go higher towards 4000 or 4800 for this wave 3, after which we will see a big wave for development. So this will be the crucial thing to see. Of course, if we go on 1 hour, we are seeing an attempt of Ether to start subdividing into some type of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for this wave 1, and then a pullback in a wave 2. So all good there for now. Link also made a nice push on the upside from this possible wave 2. So this should be also on our attention. So from these lows, and it is now we have to look potentially that this was some type of a triangle, and I will pay attention of that. It means that maybe Link didn't finish the original, but it's strange to look this as a triangle. So A, B, C, D, and E, and then we have a wave 1. Also, we can monitor a Link on that respect and look for potential 5 waves. And let's see what this guy is going to do on pullback. Maybe it's gonna give us some 3-wave move and then continue higher. So always to look that, and then we will deal what this was before, but still not a 5-wave move. We need to see more upside on Link to consider this to be a 5-wave move higher. So let's go and see what's going on Solana, and then later or tomorrow I will post the chart request for you. So Solana is moving nicely higher. We are looking for a continuation of this 5-wave move and then a pullback in a wave 2. So from the lows, and this triangle on Solana, as you can see, which was also very hard to spot, is mimicking this. If you move these two charts one to another, you will see that they're kind of resembling each other in a sense of a wave structure. So this wave 4 is here, a green wave 4. So this is the orange wave 4, and potentially we are breaking higher from this triangle in the wave 1 of the potential 5-wave move, and that will be now looking like this. So this is a 1, 2, up in 3, 4, and then we will look here for a potential wave 5. And of course, if something happens in between in regards of wave, if this is a wave 3, we get a little bit more higher. Anyhow, the pullback will come, so nothing will be missed. I do think that this is a wave 4 because of the extension of the fib levels. So if we put 3 versus 1 here, we get to 1618. It also might be 200, so we can anchor wave 3 here a little bit higher, look for a pullback, and then Solana, because it's hardly works on its own rhythm, maybe do something like this, but anyhow pullback will come. To align this with Bitcoin, I like more this wave count where we reached the wave 3 1618. This was a fourth wave pullback, and I'm expecting Solana to reach a little bit more higher levels towards 175. So of course we will go to the rest of the cryptos. I will prepare top 5 at the weekend, and then we can start off looking what will be the potential entries if our on top 5 if our thesis will actually saying here that Fed is gonna start cutting rates, inflation will be actually pretty much in the expected bound, and we're gonna see a couple of months or up to end of 2024 crypto markets moving higher towards this plan as I laid it out. Macro picture, futures are a little bit higher, 0.06, nothing much. We see here 10-year yields are making a little bit of a comeback, which maybe can affect cryptos that I announced and stock markets. So this might be ABC pullback testing these levels and reversed, and they will reverse lower. So I will track that situation. So that also might affect short-term crypto-related stocks, but they're doing pretty good. As I see on the open, MSTR is trying to break this channel. I already talked about this 2 days ago in length. So thank you guys. I will be here observing situation and posting charts, updating you. So see you later. Bye bye.